And jump right into it. Take it away, sir.
Let's do it. We got our pink Protoss SlayerS.Crank in the top right-hand corner. Crank!
I imagine this is actually like Jason Statham, just like sitting behind the computer and playing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But anyway,
and in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent, TyLoo.Uhen, our green Zerg on Daybreak, who's been doing quite well.
Yeah, and if you guys remember, last week against Millennium, or I'm sorry, actually that was 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Yes, 2 weeks ago. My apologies.
Crank defeated Stefano.
Yeah, in the very, very first game, I was surprised that Millennium was actually throwing out their ringer, really, right away. Adele Scott ended up beating him in the next game, but he did knock out Stefano in a pretty decently long game. Now, his opponent down here, as you were alluding to, Uhen, has already killed Golden, Dragon, and Ven, and now he's coming up against Crank, so he's played pretty well.
Very well right now.
Yeah. Say what you will about hyper-aggression, but if his opponents are setting up... I mean, this is going back to the same argument I had when people were calling out Leenock for being cheesy during MLG Providence. No! He was actually doing exactly what was required to win.
And that's what StarCraft is all about.
Right. That was the exploitable...
metagame of the time.
Yeah, I guess strategy to counter Naniwa's build. When Naniwa was opening up with Forge FE every time, he just got massed Roachling against him.
Yeah,
so.
Multiple times.
And it worked out really well.
Yep.
And Uhen's actually setting up with, well, actually, same build we saw last time.
Yep.
And you know what? Even though this is a longer walk distance, he's going to get over there, and he's going to see a Forge Fast expand.
And he might just do the same thing, to be honest.
We may have our little mini lean octopus here.
Lean octopus.
Yes.
He might indeed. I mean, we'll just have to see what he decides to do after he sees that Forge Fast expand with his Overlord, which he most assuredly will. And no pylon block at the natural there from Crank. A little bit of a mistake. Actually, a pretty big mistake on his part.
I wonder how Crank is going to change up his build, because I honestly thought he was going to shy away from, maybe not Forge Fast expand, I don't know, but I thought he was going to do something to prepare for a rush a little bit more. He just saw two of his teammates killed by outright heavy roach play.
Yeah. We do have 6 lings on the way right now for Uhen. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he got 6.
Yeah, neither do I, to be perfectly honest. This will get walled off, but it's a very exposed photon cannon.
I was just about to say.
It's got 30 seconds before it comes up, too, and these lings, it is a long walk distance. Okay. We'll see how long they take to get there, though.
I just decided to completely circumvent the Zelnaga there, letting Crank hold onto it.
And looks like this is going to be that full wall that moves all the way across. Players will take 2 approaches here. You know, if they wall here, it's a little bit less common right away, just because the pylon tucked right here and buildings coming up to the Nexus is so quick. Because this does keep him very exposed, and...
Oh, wow.
See his Zerglings?
And he's just going to get in there with 3 Zerglings, which is actually pretty problematic.
Oh, if he starts going to town on this pylon right here, I mean, he's going to pull a lot of workers off the line just to be able to defend against that.
Yeah, he should start working on that pylon a little bit. He's actually...
He would. Denying a lot of mining time, though.
Oh,
Crank is actually losing a ton of minerals.
Yeah, certainly. He's going to have to pull a lot of probes off.
And there it is. Oh, no. Just take 1 hit. He's appeasing us. And then moving on from there.
He might continue to work on it. Give his lings a little bit of time to regen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He hasn't picked off a single probe yet.
I mean, this is such a small investment for him. And there's the Roach Warren coming up for him as well. So, sorry guys, I know we're not looking back at his base, but the Roach Warren is on the way. We're just going to continue to watch these Zerglings up here, because these are what's really causing the most damage to Crank at the moment. Crank is way ahead in workers.
Let's check out Crank's wall.
Let's see here. Oh, this is exposed.
Cannon.
Nope, this is exposed to roach fire. I mean, and you want that buried back so that it can range roaches.
He's going to need another gateway. Oh, probe goes down.
Yeah, a couple of workers are falling. And these Zerglings are just going to run around and occupy that zealot now. So let's see. This is a lot of resources built up. That's 1, 4...
there's the first 4 roaches.
Yeah, 5...
He may indeed be our little lean octopus.
A little lean octopus. Now, a little bit of a market difference is that he is behind in supply this go-round. 6 roaches. Alright, and looks like he may get another probe kill here. No, just continuing to be annoying, pull things off the line. A Stargate coming up.
Not what he wants
If he gets a Void Ray, yes, Void Ray is a hard counter to a Roach, I understand. But the amount of money sunk into that, the amount of time it's going to take for a Void Ray to come out...
He needs a second gateway at the front and a bunch of cannons. and some sentries. He has nothing.
Tunneling
He has
is
one.
flooding it
He has
now.
one zealot.
Exact same thing we saw last game.
He has one zealot.
To a T.
I wonder if Crank watched the last game actually,
Yeah, I don't know.
or even spoke to his teammate.
I don't know. Because right now, these roaches can actually sit right here and bust through the forge without taking any fire from the photon cannon.
Oh yeah, he's going to be able to get through no problem. There's no force fields.
Or they just walk up, kill the 2 zealots real quick, because roaches are good at that, and then they just walk through the photon cannon right afterwards.
There's no way for him to hold this. He's not even building the first void ray.
Oh,
he
no.
lost so much mining time. He's
He
adding
needs
those.
250 minerals right now, and he doesn't have it.
He's
there
adding
it
the
is.
additional gateways.
He's not using that at all still.
Oh, and he sent the zealots out. He's not going to be able to wall.
Oh my god, this is actually so bad for him.
Gateway comes up. He has a single cannon. He has
can
no
still
units.
hit the photon cannons.
That's game. That's game.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm speechless, folks. I apologize. Links are starting to flood in now. All the probes are going to be pulled off the line. There is
Uhen.
a void ray coming up.
Taking names.
He's now... This is going to be 4
It's
kills.
going to be 4 all.